Velia Sauerberg.
Velia? And what's your name, sir?
George Sauerberg.
George, nice to meet you. So you guys from North Liberty area?
Iowa City.
Iowa City. So talk to me, we're 2 days before the caucus. You know, different polls show different things. It's a tight race.
Right.
Are you sold on the vice president or still kind of window shopping here?
I'm still window shopping. I'll probably caucus for Amy Klobuchar, and of course you have to have second or third choices, so I want to hear what former Vice President Biden has to say, and you know, it's interesting because of the whole impeachment thing and the way they've, you know, run, you know, all their campaign against him and everything, which is wrong, and all the allegations they make, which are untrue. So I want to hear what he says.
And are you on the same wavelength as your husband, I assume?
Fairly much. The other thing, apart from all of the above, is I think for me, I want to be here to show support for Vice President Biden, because he's a great patriot, he's an excellent individual, and he needs to know that the people of Iowa appreciate him. And definitely, I'm wanting to caucus for Amy to start with, but if she's not viable, Vice President Biden is a clear possibility, is my choice. And the other big thing is he won't reveal it, but I'm very interested in what his vice presidential choice would be. And that makes a difference to me as well. We've been following the policy piece, which is obviously talked about openly and discussed, but that's going to be a big factor for me. We really need to have a woman. And so I'm caucusing for Amy, and I'm hoping that if Biden is our candidate, that he will definitely have a woman as a VP choice.
Media coverage, and it just tends to be like Trump tweeted this, Warren and Bernie like trying to create this friction. Do you think the media has done its job actually on the issues? I mean, you got 40% of Americans are living in poverty. The planet's on fire. And it's like this infotainment vortex. Trump tweets something and we talk about it all day.
Yeah, I mean, he is really good at using that. And I don't know. I don't listen a lot to that stuff because I know that's what it is. It's really pretty much a circus. But it is important. I miss to be able to trust the quality of my journalism. You know, I miss that I have to be a much more careful media consumer in order to even hope I'm getting good information. And you're right, if it's about money and eyeballs, craziness sells. You know, sensationalism sells. So I think you have to take everything with a ton of salt, you know.
Well, check out non-corporate media on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate it. And a lot of people in the black community who have problems with Vice President Biden. In the 80s and 90s, he pushed a crime bill that put a lot of black men in jail for nonviolent crimes. Recently, it came out that he's inflated his civil rights activities, said he participated in sit-ins when he didn't, those kind of things. Do you have any concerns about that?
Sure, yeah. I do have concern. Yeah, I'm not from the black community per se. I am kind of multiracial ethnic group who came from Africa. But yeah, I heard about that. I'm aware of that. But
because you mentioned trust, so he's kind of made up some things. He said he participated in civil rights sit-ins, that he was an active participant, but journalists have shown that wasn't true.
Maybe he learned enough from his mistake in the past. But I believe everybody right now, maybe, like he said, Obama made him a better person. Maybe he learned his lesson. Maybe being a vice president for Obama, he got to know Obama because Obama also was a black president. He acknowledged what he did wrong, and he's not gonna do it again. And who doesn't?
Wishful thinking, but yes. Last question.
Any one of these candidates didn't make any mistake? They
Oh,
all
of course.
do. We all do make mistakes, and I know that's huge. What they talk about him doing some wrong things against black. I don't like that. But I think his strategy now, his plan, his promises, I think is good. And I think he's gonna unite the country, especially because he made mistake in the past and now he knows better not to make more mistakes.
Are there any, as vice president, he was worried about beating her with Bernie on the ticket because of the issue of trade, which was very influential in Michigan and Wisconsin. Obviously, you're not a Bernie guy, but does it say anything to you that Trump has concern about Bernie as a candidate? Because of the trade issue, and those are very popular, being against free trade in those states.
No, not really. I mean, I'm still just gonna vote for the candidate that best reflects my beliefs. And if that candidate can't beat Trump, then we'll have Trump 4 more years. But I'm not gonna put my backing behind somebody just because he can beat Trump.
So basically, like, you'd rather have Trump, well, not rather, but you deal with Trump for another 4 years rather than a leftist candidate.
Yes. Yeah, I would.
What's your name?
Barry Reif.
Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.